Hi everyone, I'm Mike,
And I'm Meg.
and this is the start of our YouTube channel covering our next year of travel.
We hope you'll follow our ups and downs as we take on this adventure. Morning everyone, up bright and early to catch our flight to Iceland from Manchester Airport. It's going to be a long day, but yeah, let's get started. The flight went well and we got here on time. We've just picked up our van and are straight on the road to start the first part of our tour of Iceland. The weather is good so far, so let's hope it stays that way.
This is the van that we've picked up for our next 10 days in Iceland. So this is the front cab, which doubles up as some indoor seating. Then if I open this door, we have our fridge. We just put some food in there. And then if we go around the back, we've got chairs, table, all cooking utensils and stove in there. And then if I move these, we have our heating system here, some lights for inside the van, and plugs for our phones, and then the bed, which has loads of stuff just thrown on it at the minute, but we'll change it when we go to sleep. I think that's about everything. There's some storage under this side for all our cases, stuff like that. Yeah, that's it. So we'll have the next 10 days in here. We found this lovely spot along our drive where there was a little river flowing. It was really impressive against the black lava that makes up the island. We also found a lovely cove where you can see the reflections of the mountains in the clear water.
So we've run into a problem. We had stopped to view this waterfall, which we didn't actually end up seeing, as the walk to get there involved a piece of wood to cross the river, and neither of us had appropriate shoes. But when we got back and had set off back down the gravel road that was filled with potholes, we both said that the van didn't sound right. After reaching more reliable roads, we still thought that something was wrong, and we then realised that the driver behind us was ushering us to roll our window down. After we did do that, he then confirmed that we had a flat tyre, so we pulled over to investigate. After what felt like hours trying to release the spare tyre from under the van and multiple phone calls to the van company on help to do so, we were able to change the tyre and get back on the roads after 2 hours of trying. We decided later on in the trip that the tyre must have already had an issue, as the van now drove straighter than it ever did.
We've reached our campsite after another hour or so of driving. The campsite was right on the seafront, which offered amazing sunsets on an evening.
We were then lucky to witness some northern lights. Mike spent a long time trying to set up the camera with the right settings to get photos, but by the time he had watched videos on how to do so, he had missed them. Luckily, I took some on my phone and that they didn't turn out too bad.
It's day 2 in Iceland, and this morning we are at a car garage trying to get our tyre changed so that we can carry on our journey with a spare tyre in case the same thing happens again. We called the van company who said they'll refund us the cost, so let's hope that goes smoothly later. We are back on the road with a new tyre and the weather is looking great. We finally can record something after about 24 hours in Iceland, where we broke our van, basically.
Yeah, had to change a tyre.
Changed our tyre and then couldn't be bothered filming anything, so didn't. But we made it finally. So we're gonna go around the whole ring road, film a lot of stuff, and try and horribly pronounce Icelandic waterfalls and towns and everything else. So
bear with us on that.
So this is where we are right now, and this is the fun bridge that we're about to cross.
We are heading to a spot along the main road for a bit of lunch before carrying on. We've called in to look for some seals, but there doesn't seem to be any out today. In the background there is a 700,000-year-old volcano. I can't pronounce the name, so we'll just put it on the screen for you.
Here is a waterfall that we found on our way to the next campsite. We've just stopped off to take a look at the all-black church before we carry on. Here is a structure made out of lava rock known as the mythical protector of the volcano. There's also a lovely rock arch nearby that was really peaceful. Here's another close-up of the volcano, the only thing left with snow on it.
Mike's making me walk up all these stairs. Let's hope I make it to the top. We've made it to the top where there is a crater and a good view of the volcano in the background. We have reached our second campsite, which is a bit more basic than we were expecting, but we can manage for one night and we'll move on again tomorrow. It's day 3 of Iceland, and this morning we are filling up the van ready for another day of travel.
Back on the road again with another lovely day of weather and clear skies. We have arrived at some traditional Icelandic farmhouses where they used to put grass on the roofs to keep them warm. Here's a closer look at the grass tops on the houses that are built into the side of hills. This is the inside of the houses, and they're all interconnected with one another. This is the sleeping section of the house.
We are now heading to our next campsite for the night. Hopefully this one has better facilities than our last one. Turned up to perfect weather again and a lovely view. Much better facilities at this site. We are now sat charging our stuff while there are plugs available. We are cooking burgers tonight with barbecue sauce. It smells like luxury. As you can see, Mike is thrilled to be cooking in the cold.
This is the final look of our burger, and it was honestly amazing. It was our best meal so far, and I think we were just ready to eat something other than pasta.
We have Wi-Fi at this site tonight, so Mike is taking advantage and using it to catch up on his viewing of Twitch.
That's it for today's video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please come back and look for future videos and like and subscribe the page.